I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to another episode of
Holly.
And the Bros.
I'm
113.
I'm not a big fan of Caleb and Greg sitting on each other's laps.
We're
You're
not
not?
good laugh.
It was your idea.
I'm such a fan.
No, I said sit on each other's lap. Or you should sit on Caleb's lap, but you didn't do it.
No.
It's kind of like
Wow.
Santa Claus. Like, what do you want for Christmas, little boy?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What the
That's
hell?
the after show, Josh.
For the exclusive subscriber content that we don't provide.
Yeah.
How's everybody's week? Well, you might.
See the link.
It's been a good week. It's been a busy week.
Yeah, can we talk about the fact that it's already November 10th?
It's ridiculous how time is flying by.
What happened? I mean, it's going to be Thanksgiving in 2 weeks. It's insane. Like, I don't know that I like it. I don't like to be stuck in a season, but I also don't like the seasons being fast forward. So I'm not sure what to say with all that. But
So
While
you
we
have
wait for-
Christmas shopping done?
I don't Christmas shop.
Oh, okay.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, well, I haven't bought any yet.
I actually, my wife loves to shop and I hate to shop, so I just let her do it. And sometimes I buy things online, but it's always a
That's how I
secret.
do it.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it is here too. I do all of the shopping and show Mike D, like, here, look, what do you think? He's like, oh, that's cool. You know, I'm like overly excited about it. And he's like,
It's that thing of, hey, like my daughters will open something and I'm like, what'd you get? Because I have no idea.
yeah.
And it's usually not cool. But I do have a question for you. Raise your hand. Get your hands ready. Crack your knuckles, whatever you got to do. Raise your hand if you have your Christmas decorations up.
I do not.
Caleb, no?
No?
I'm waiting till
Not
next
even
weekend.
like your hundreds of trees?
Oh, I'm the winner.
That's nothing.
You guys all owe me
I have like
$100.
3 or 4 trees up.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. No, I refuse until after Christmas.
Bah humbug.
No, I just feel so bad for Thanksgiving.
It's not a real thing. It's not it's not an animate object.
After Thanksgiving, not after Christmas. I'm
Okay.
like decorating after Christmas. That would be actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Paige to come home so we can do it. But
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I get that.
However, I do have some exciting news.
Breaking news.
Mike D is redoing my closet.
oh,
And yeah, and he's letting me paint it pink.
fancy.
We are
Yeah.
going to have to give him a pep talk, I think. Like he needs more testosterone in his life.
That's the Christmas
No.
present.
His
No.
Christmas present is testosterone.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Holly's Christmas present.
No, absolutely
Uh,
not. It's not my
Here's
Christmas.
here's my first decoration.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cute.
Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike D.
My name's Mike D, and I'm about to get money.
I just love that little clip. So anytime I can think of a reason to do it, then we go. Hey, before we really, really get started, because I couldn't figure out how to share this video. Did you guys see that video that I shared on X yesterday of the guy from who was Georgia Tech getting annihilated by the Miami guy?
So
Oh,
I
man.
watched that game, but I caught it more at the end. So I didn't see that and they didn't replay it. I was shocked.
It looked like he got shot by a gun. Like
It was bad.
it was the biggest hit I've ever seen in my entire life. So not to try to for engagement and things like that, but if you have not seen it, go to our page. It's like the second thing on our page. So all you got to do is scroll down and look at that clip because I tried to get it and so we could share it on the podcast, but it kept doing stupid things. But it is the most brutal tackle you will ever see in your life. Like I cannot believe the guy got up. But anyways, that's part of the reason why I really like football. So
So bad. Yeah.
all right, let's talk about some things. There was a couple things that happened this week. Couple, and one of them major. What do you guys think about the election? Like just
crap.
thoughts. What election? Yeah, Greg fell asleep.
You know, here's the thing. and this is probably like not popular with.
Hold on, I'm gonna get ready to remove you from the stage.
Mute
Okay,
it.
go.
So I am satisfied with the way the elections are panning out.
Satisfied? That's a funny
I,
way.
I mean, I still stand on, I don't like either of them, but I feel like he's probably better for the American people. We'll just leave it at that. But I want to know, why in the hell is that side, the Republican side, or what is it, the blue, red? I don't know.
The
Because
red,
words,
yeah.
like, get me, right? Like, I'm like, who's blue, who's red, like whatever. But why is that side so hell-bent on saying there is freaking voter fraud over everything? And then you don't even give it a chance, and now you won. So is there voter fraud still? Because you've been crying about it for like the first two. Actually, that's a lie. For the last 4 years.
Yes.
I think
Like,
there's been voter
so-
fraud for a while.
Okay.
Now voter
I
fraud-
didn't realize we were gonna head this direction.
We're going there.
All
All
right.
right, keep talking. I'm gonna pull up a picture here in just a second. I got it. I didn't have it ready.
Like, and that's the thing. And I'm like, okay, they're whatever, it's all said and done. But Arizona, for instance, and this is really, and maybe it's,
Arizona's got their issues. But
no,
go ahead.
we don't.
No, I just mean last time. Like they just finally get the votes counted?
They still haven't, but all
They have issues then.
Arizonans have known even before we even started voting, that it was going to be about 2 weeks after the election is done to get all the votes counted. We have all known that here. And maybe it's not like told to the rest of the country. However, Republicans, stop saying we're cheating. The votes are not counted all together yet. And another thing is, Ruben Gallego is running against Carrie Lake. Ruben Gallego is a Democrat. Carrie Lake is a Republican. The reason that there are more votes for Ruben Gallego than there was for even Kamala Harris is because Carrie Lake is terrible for Arizona. And and I don't say that. You guys know I am not one way or another, but I can promise you the things that she has, wants to put in place and all that is not good for us. So a lot of us voted for Ruben and voted for Trump because we have the freedom to do that.
That's good.
So it's not fraud, Republicans. I promise. It's not fraud.
I know. No, I know.
And this is honestly the sentiment with a lot of us people from Arizona about Carrie Lake. Seriously. And so
if it wasn't, it wouldn't be so close. She would have won in a landslide. But I do have a question for you, Miss Arizona.
Yes.
Did you ever win a beauty pageant? Can we call you Miss Arizona Teen?
No, I never
Whatever.
even. My mom, I must have been an ugly kid because my mom didn't even try to
Oh.
put me.
I know that feeling. No, but in all seriousness, though, it's 2024, right? I mean, we are a month and a half away from 2025. Why does it take so long to count votes?
I've never been able to wrap my brain around that. We do accept mail-in ballots and
So make them due before election day. What's the problem with that?
We honestly, they just have to be time-stamped before the cutoff.
So make that cutoff like 3 or 4 days earlier.
Yeah,
that's my thought. Why do they allow that postmarked by election date? No, if you are going through the hassle of doing it through mail-in and you can't do it in person, cut that off like a week earlier so we can at least get those counted, or they're available to count with the rest of the votes.
Yeah.
But here's why. You want your answer to your election fraud question?
Yes, please.
Here is why. You ready for a picture?
Yeah.
So I couldn't make it very big.
I know.
But what you have there is the 2000. The last one is this year, and the last one was 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that the Democrats come in about the same number over the last 16 years, except for 2020. And they got almost 20 million more votes than normal. Even with high turnout, So now it's not just the Republicans that are talking about there being election fraud. Now the Democrats are like, well, what happened to those 20 million people?
Right.
That's a really good question. I think we should look into it and find out.
Well, how do you know that like 20 million people weren't like me and just didn't want to vote?
It's possible, but 20 million is a lot. That's a lot of people that decided not to vote, because I think they said it was about a 3% swing of normal elections, of about 3 to 5% of the same amount of people voting. But you had 20 million more in 2020. Now you can also see by that same graph that's really, really tiny, because I wasn't prepared. I just took it off my phone.
This was 2020, you said?
Yeah, the one with that's
20 million more votes.
Yeah, it was 2020. Now you can see there was more Republicans, but you can also see that the fall off on the Republican vote this time around wasn't as big as it was for the Democrats. So take it for what it is. But you ask the question, why do people think that there's voter fraud? When you start looking at numbers like I do, the math doesn't math. We say that a lot, right? But it really doesn't math in this instance whatsoever.
You know, I mean, with this election, I feel like so many more people got involved. I mean, that's what I think. And maybe it's just because I was so involved that I started seeing others that were so involved. I don't know. But it just, to me, I wouldn't be
happens.
20 million more people voted. But if this was in 2020, I can kind of say the same thing in 2020. Yeah.
So well, is this the first time you voted?
Yeah.
Did you vote this time? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to put this comment up here from Ruth. It says, so maybe 10 million chose not to vote and 10 million changed their vote to Trump. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
But you know what I would really like? Because I'm not on the side that says there is election fraud, there isn't election fraud. I'm just telling you the math doesn't math. Investigate it. Like, truly investigate it. Do a nonpartisan investigation, and let's find out what happened.
It's just
let's see.
Because there's numbers that, you know, are on both sides, and trying to sift through the bullshit is the hardest part. Let's just be honest, because some of it is BS. The other part could be true. I don't know.
Well, but see, that's the problem in itself, though, I believe. And this isn't coming from a blue or a red. This is just, as a United States citizen, that's the problem. Yes. Is that we should have a process that we believe is fair and balanced, right? Yeah. And whoever wins, wins, and we move on, and we try to come together, and, you know, what all that good jazz I always talk about. But I think there's reasons, not crazy far left or far right reasons, but there are legit reasons to have doubt, because the math doesn't math. I'm not saying that there is, but let's get to the bottom of it so that we can know that each time we go to the polls, that it's fair and balanced. I
wish that somebody in authority could actually investigate and figure this out, so that we don't have to cry and complain for 4 years that there's fraud.
Agreed.
I am so tired of it, because honestly, like, it's probably my algorithm, honestly, but I see more Republicans freaking crying about voting fraud. Once Trump won, it's all good. There's no more voter fraud. But now all of a sudden, because Carrie Lake is losing, Arizona's cheating now. And it's like, grief.
See, I think it might be your algorithm, because I don't see that. I saw that chart I put up there. I didn't make that chart, obviously, but I saw that coming up being like, hey, this is even more proof that in 2020 there was voter fraud. So all I'm saying is, let's get to the bottom of it. Let's figure it out so that we can trust the process. And you cast your vote, you do your duty, you're done. You see who wins. Either way, we move on as a country. You know, we are the United States of America. It shouldn't be such a fiasco. And it shouldn't, from one side or the other side, be so bad to the point that I'm going to no longer live in the United States. I'm moving out on all this different stuff.
I'm moving off the planet.
Well,
it's crazy.
You know, Meg had said, who's been in authority for the past 4 years? That's why there has been no investigation. However, this has been a thing even when Trump was president, 45th president. And he didn't do anything about it, nor anybody in his administration did.
Sometimes I wonder if they want to know the truth.
Well, I mean, honestly, it would be a blow. If we actually found out the truth that there is fraud, it would be such a, like, whew. An outrage, honestly. And then on top of that, how can you trust anything that we're doing? So it'll never come out and say, yes, there was voter fraud. I really don't see that because it would cause a huge outrage.
It would
Just-
probably just get corrected behind the scenes. I think
Yeah.
you're probably right. Now somebody may leak something because whistleblower seems to be the new big thing. But I do have another question about the election for you guys as we move forward. Was there anything in particular about this presidential election that like struck you? Did it surprise you? Did it seem odd, or did it seem right? Did it seem odd? Was there anything? Because I have a picture I want to show you guys, but I don't want to like bait your answer. But this is one thing that popped up that I was like, I got to ask you guys at the next podcast what you think.
For me personally, I really think that this election really showed everybody where the Hollywood really stood.
Yeah,
and
nobody cares.
Don't give a shit. And I think they see that. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's about time. Like, you just make good movies. Oh, well, if I was in that position, I probably could too, but I'm not. So,
Right?
yeah, like to me, I'm so glad it was like a slap in their face saying, oh, let's knock you down a couple of notches because you're not as influential as you think you are.
You're not as high and mighty as what in the power, because
Untouchable, all
as a-
that good stuff. Yes, I am.
as a matter of fact, it got kind of like disgusting the way that some of the things were coming out, and just because it was almost like, look at me, because I say this, it means I matter more than anybody else.
Right.
Hold on just a second. I gotta kill this. I don't know why that does that, and I gotta kill it. Did you guys hear that noise?
No.
Oh, good. Last time you could, so I gotta kill it so we don't get this. The fantasy football thing updates, and even though I turn off the highlights, it still shows me the highlights, and it's loud. But anyways, so here's a picture I want to share with you. Okay, this is the one thing that out of all the craziness of the election that I was like, And then I have a follow-up question. Are you ready?
Yes.
I want you to look at this picture.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're looking at your red and blue,
Mhm.
what I'm seeing in this picture is the only states that she won did not require voter ID.
That's crazy.
So let me ask you this. Do you think, because maybe you don't, do you think that voter ID should be required?
Yes.
Or ID to vote?
Yeah.
So yes, 100%.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
So I would agree with that, right? Because you should be a citizen of, I mean, I can't even go vote in the county that's 2 miles away from the county I live in and vote in their elections. Like sometimes in the rural areas where we live in, you'll go to the same place, but then they give you different ballots depending on what county you live in, or what, if you live in the town or you live outside the town, you don't get to vote on the certain things. So I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
You should have to prove that you can vote, right? Is that not common sense? So Holly, I'm going to ask you this direct question. Why do those states not require voter ID? Why do you think? Not saying you have to be right, but what's your thought process on that?
I don't know. I can't wrap my brain around that. I feel like you should have to prove that you are a U.S. citizen regardless where you are in the U.S.
Okay.
But I honestly don't have an answer for you because I don't know. It's crazy to me.
Let me ask you guys another question. And I'm really trying not to push a narrative here, but this is where the data goes. Where were all the illegal immigrants shipped to? Do you know?
I'm guessing those states.
New York.
If you take a map of where voter ID is not required, you can pretty much overlay the big cities that a lot of the illegal immigrants were sent to. Okay. That's a total other topic. Not here to twist things up.
Yeah.
But that conclusion to me makes it be like, why would you not require voter ID? Why would you ship illegal immigrants into certain areas? So you can get votes?
I honestly don't understand. Why did we bring in illegal immigrants?
I don't know, but
for?
We just gave them asylum.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you guys see? This is really the meat and potatoes of where I'm getting to the question, because we aren't here to bicker about politics. That's not our norm. We're just talking about it because it's in the news and it just happened. But
Yeah.
did you guys see what happened in New York? I think it was 2 days after the election.
Where
Did you
they
see what
were
happened?
protesting?
Oh yeah.
No, before the protesting,
No.
they are no longer giving them food vouchers.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, it goes until like the end of the year, I think, until January. But they're gonna stop it once it expires. Because I did some research into this. Because I'm like, in all honesty, it is not our fault, but our fault as the U.S.
As a country.
for doing that in the first place, for putting our country in this position. And it makes me, like, honestly, it makes me sad for the people who are counting on this money, and that's the only way they're getting money. And then what happens to them? Are we just going to ship them off back where they're from? How is this going to work? Or are we going to keep them here and have more homeless people on the streets? So they need to come up with something, whether it's sending them back to wherever they're from. I don't know. I feel like we're all human, illegal or not, illegal immigrants or not, we're human beings. And we put them in this mess, or we help them to be in this mess. So we should figure out a way to not.
Well, and to me, there is no more desperate. A person doesn't get any more desperate than when they get hungry.
I know.
Right? Like, then that's when you start doing really stupid things. Like, I always think stealing's bad, right? But if I caught a guy stealing a jug of milk from, say, wherever, the grocery store, and found out legit it was because his kids were starving, I would have way less of a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that's one of, like, the things that you have to survive, right? Is food and water. But I just happen to think, just me personally, and there may be nothing behind it, but you know how it has to pass the eye test, that the elections are over, now we're not going to feed you. And I know it expires, but do you think they would have let it expire if it, I mean, because that's a blue state. Do you think it would have expired if they would have won? And you don't have to answer me. Because I don't have the answer. I'm just real curious about the things. There's so many things going on that we don't know about or we don't understand. I get that. But when it all of a sudden falls in like that, it's super crazy. This
one is really hard for me because I look past where you're from. And I do feel like we do have some responsibility because we brought them here to begin with. And we also gave them things that we have homeless people all over the US that don't get benefits like this.
Some who have served in our military, and I feel like we owe a debt of gratitude to.
Oh, 100%. But it all comes back to the U.S. needs to take some accountability for making this decision in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
So
this one's
a really sad one for me, and really
it
hard
is.
to pick a side on what's better, because I honestly don't know.
It's still people being used.
Exactly.
One way or another, they're being used. So let's flip this from that sad side to another thing. Green candles all over the place, right? I mean, the cryptocurrency market is exploding with some all-time highs in Bitcoin and things like that. Do you guys think that is a direct reflection of the results from the election?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Why was the blue side so against cryptocurrencies?
Because they didn't.
Why was Gary such an idiot the last 3 to 4 years?
Because they didn't have control. Crypto, you cannot control. So there is no control on that side. Whereas Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and even Vance, they're pro crypto, and they're kind of like, this is the Americans' money. Let them keep it.
Yeah, because he's talking about no taxes on cryptos.
Well, in all honesty, you guys, it wasn't until the end of the election, like damn near days before, that I made my decision. But I made my decision very selfishly. And the reason why, and I know like that sounds terrible. However, if I can't look out for myself, nobody else is going to. So I feel like I had to make my decision based off of me, not everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
what's going to benefit me in the long run, and it's crypto.
Yeah.
True.
So are you saying that the red side cares a lot or cares less about control than the blue side? Just a
No.
follow-up question. I don't even have that written down.
I'm going to go with no.
Mm.
And the
Okay.
reason why is there's control of other things that
Mm.
they're looking for, not so much us and what we're doing with our assets and income, but there's other areas that they're controlling for this. So
That's fair.
I agree with that.
Okay, so
Donald Trump is 100% about control. Give me a break.
I think all government is at some level. The problem is that I think the control got it. It's to a point where I think it didn't make sense anymore. Even to you saw the popular vote even swung to the other side because it went too far.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Okay, I've had enough. We're not doing this anymore."
Yep.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing to me about all this election thing is the fact that the Democrats can't figure out why people voted for the other side.
Well,
Like,
what?
how do you not know?
Well, and the thing is what they're pushing on this loss,
Mhm.
which makes me really sad, is they're taking away women's rights and they're doing this, and that isn't even what it is.
Mhm.
Like they're blaming things that aren't even true, and so it's like there's so much outrage.
Mhm.
I mean, women are shaving their heads, like that is a thing,
Yeah.
and I'm
Some
like,
of them
what
are.
are you going to do? What is
They're
that
wanting
do for you if I shave my head? Make you laugh, give you a little comedy to
Well,
laugh, like
make a gif out of you.
It
well,
means
and
more.
then you have the other side, like where women have to shave their heads because of
Mhm.
cancer and other things like that, like alopecia. So how sad is that? Like you're making a stance by cutting your hair, and we have people who really wish they had your hair. Like,
Yeah.
can you at least donate it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. But I do want to say with all that stuff, when we get back to the positive side of it,
Mm-hmm.
for those of people that may be out there that don't know, this whole thing started about cryptocurrencies, right? And then it kind of evolved into its own little thing. But so we are big time into that sort of thing. And we were talking off the air, accumulating and playing the ups and downs and dollar cost averaging everything.
Mm-hmm.
Today, my wallet has never been bigger than it was before, because now we're getting back into those prices of dollar cost average for so long, got my bag goals to where I wanted them to be. And each one of us have different bag goals and different things. It's not like mine's the best. I'm just explaining my experience to the fact that as it starts climbing now, I keep looking over and I want to shake my phone. Like, is that right?
Yeah.
But
So much.
guess what? It is, and it's awesome. So congratulations to all those people out there that I'm not saying that it's going to keep going straight up. Well, we'll see. But I do want to throw a shout out to one of our friends. Sometimes we don't get the chance to do that all the time, or it seems like when we do, we make it too big of a deal out of something, and just because we're happy for the person. But shout out to the Interleague team, because they had an all-time high. I believe it was yesterday. Was it yesterday, Holly?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say shout out to those guys.
Mm-hmm.
They have always been people that have been trying to bring people together, always. And their mission hasn't changed. It starts from the top. Their leadership is second to none. And I just want to say shout out to those guys and give them a quick plug, because their golden ticket drawing is in like 20 days.
Yeah, it's
So
super soon.
there are many, many ways to get yourself a golden ticket. I'm sure a lot of our viewers have one by now.
Yeah.
And I believe the drawing is for $500 worth of B&B. Is that right?
Yes.
So somebody's going to win $500 worth of B&B. So
So I got
shout out to those guys.
Yes, huge shout out to Trucker, Ben, Mike. Great
Mhm.
people. Super excited for them. I actually got to play Fortnite this morning with Trucker and Mike. And he's ready to come back on the podcast because they hit their goal of 100 million or 100,000 market cap.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so big milestone for them. And that
If he comes on the podcast again, we're probably going to have to start charging him rent.
Yeah. Yep. I'm super excited for them just because I know how hard they're working. I know
Oh,
how
yeah.
hard they're trying to like include everybody and just I'm just so proud of them.
I am
Are you
too.
saying we're
Great
having
work.
a giveaway?
Huh?
Are we going to do a giveaway of a golden ticket?
We could do a giveaway. You guys think of a
Want to hear the
question.
music?
Well, we got a giveaway to get into. We have our $100
Yes.
giveaway to do today. So, while we do that giveaway, you guys come up with a question for our people in the comments, and we'll give away a golden ticket also. Is that fair?
Pressure.
Well, you brought it up, so you're gonna have to follow
Great,
through.
yeah.
Great. I'm scared of Gray's question.
It's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time.
Giveaway time is my favorite.
Is it your favorite, Holly?
It's my favorite.
It's our favorite.
Yes, Meg, that is my electric vacuum.
Oh, fancy.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
It's not a vacuum and yeah, it is a vacuum.
I do have to tell you guys that I found out last night that Twitter Picker is no longer a thing. That
What?
site is no longer active. They shut it
Oh.
down. I didn't read the whole thing because you can still go to the website. It'll explain to you what's going on. But someone had asked them, someone important obviously had asked them to take it down, and they did. So I found another site to do it, but this one's actually pretty cool. I ran a couple tests yesterday to make sure it was legit, and it was. But what it does is it actually pulls up like the profile picture of the person that wins.
Oh wow.
So I just ran it. You guys ready to see this person's face?
Let's see it.
Yeah.
There's one thing about this person that I'm super happy for them
Uh-oh.
that they won. But if you go to their profile, we don't root for the same football team. Let's just put it that
Oh,
way.
stop it.
But without further ado, here is this week's winner of $100. Michael Padilla, I guess is his name.
No.
How do you say it?
White boy. It's Padilla.
Padilla.
White boy.
Yes.
White boy.
That's the white boy.
Padilla. Call them Padilla.
That's how I would announce or enunciate
Wow.
it.
No,
It's 128 DROLEKIM. So I actually have pulled this up and have a notification ready to go.
make sure it's the right one.
Oh, I already did before.
DRO.
But if you go to his profile, he's a Bears fan. So
That's all right.
sorry about your team.
I can't.
But congratulations. I think that's awesome. And we're happy to give that away. And we will do one again soon. I don't know if we're going to have one this week or not, but you'll have to stay tuned to find out.
What was the handle? I can't find it. 128.
It is 128 DROLEKIM.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello,
that's-
friends.
I had actually already pulled it up and before I actually posted that picture and typed that in there and sent it to him so we can't be scammed. So
Perfect.
Michael, if you watch this, you're going to have to respond to the DM that was sent to you. I will not answer DMs from any other accounts. Right? Is that right? That's the way you're supposed to do it, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I keep trying to look here because the Broncos are beating the Chiefs.
Nope.
No, the
Not
Chiefs
anymore.
kicked a field
We got it
goal.
right here live.
Oh, they're
It's a
cheating. It's
goal.
rigged. It's rigged.
So what happened? Now the Chiefs have the ball back again? Or did they score and they're getting ready to kick off?
They kicked a field goal.
Yeah, field goal.
Just now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
16-14.
16-14.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, so we'll see. The Broncos are going to get the ball back with a few minutes left anyways. 5 minutes and 57 seconds left. So a field goal wins it for them unless the Chiefs can get the ball back again. But excuse me. Normally I have time to mute the mic. But let's talk about that real fast. Is it not crazy this year how many different teams at any given Sunday can just come out of nowhere? I mean, the Panthers won today.
Yeah.
What? I thought they were done.
Okay, so were they in? Where
No,
were they?
there's no
London?
way.
Germany.
Oh, Germany.
It's definitely rigged.
Wow.
They were
I
in
didn't-
Germany.
Is Germany a new?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I feel
The
like
The
I
Chiefs
Panthers-
played there last year. The Chiefs played there.
Oh, the Chiefs played in Germany?
I was in Germany. I thought it was
I
in
think so.
South America.
I'm pretty sure Chiefs played Germany.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it was
don't-
the Eagles.
I'll be
Somebody
honest
played
with
there
you.
Last year.
The one that plays at 7:00 on a Sunday morning, I'm never watching that game, even if it is the Chiefs. Does not matter to me that much. I'm not waking up. All right, before we get into our segments,
Yes.
it's in the title. Otherwise, I would have skipped it. You guys want to hear a funny story? And then we'll get into Holly's Let Me Holly at You.
I want to hear an
You?
embarrassing story.
So last Sunday, this actually was it Sunday? I don't remember what day it was. It was last Sunday. We didn't have a podcast. I was like, why didn't I tell you guys this story last Sunday? We didn't have a podcast. So my wife and I stayed up too late watching movies on Saturday night. I woke up late Sunday morning, had to get ready, had to go to church. So all of a sudden it's like, we got to go. So I'm running and I'm getting changed and getting my stuff on and go and get in a truck. But the whole time I'm just like, man, his pants don't fit very well. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel quite right. Like, it's just not right. Okay. So
Too snug? Were they
Did you
snug?
get the zip up?
no,
Josh?
okay. So I can't say they were too snug. Like, but there was something different. Like, I'm in a hurry. I'm just trying to get there on time. I'm thinking about it.
You got
So
the
all the
white
way-
pants on?
Dude, you've met my wife. There's no way I'm fitting into her pants.
That's what I was.
But as we're in church and different things and going around and doing the whole time, I'm just like, I cannot get comfortable. Like, there's just something wrong. And of course, nobody's telling me anything. They're not saying, hey, what's up with your pants? So I don't really know what's going on. So I get home and I'm like, I gotta take these stupid pants off. Like, it's getting uncomfortable now. Like, and when I tell you what happened, guys will understand where I'm coming from. So in the rush of getting changed, I put my underwear on backwards. Let me tell you something. That matters. Apparently, I've never done that before because that matters. I could not get comfortable because I took my pants off and I was like, well, and then I was like, my underwear's on backwards. So at least it was my underwear. But anyways, I thought somebody out there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Somebody out there has had to have done that before, but for me, that was a first. And I don't recommend it because it's not very comfortable. Just so you know.
I can imagine
So-
that.
Yeah, I cannot relate to that.
Yeah, but my wife thought it was funny.
It's hilarious. It's amazing.
Yeah, she thought it was hilarious. I was like, I'm just keep that between you and I because people are gonna think I'm getting old and senile, and then here I am telling you guys the story because I have no shame. So,
No, sir.
all right, Holly, are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready. All right, so let me holler at you real quick. I am going to talk about a funny story that I didn't know until yesterday. You guys know, love college football. Well, love college sports altogether. College football is just something I watch all the time. I love it. I watch any game and every game as long as it's football. I'm good. So I was watching the Colorado Texas Tech game yesterday. And little did I know, there is a tradition at the Texas Tech school to throw tortillas on the field. So there was like this big old scuffle on the Colorado and Texas Tech like field. And the fans started throwing tortillas at Deion Sanders' son,
Oh,
the quarterback one. And he picked up the tortilla and he threw it back at him. But then they started throwing actual debris like cups and bottles. And stuff like that. So yeah, like the fans got a warning, the teams got warnings. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. I do have a video of this tortilla throwing. Josh, whenever you're ready.
That's great.
So at kickoff, they throw tortillas. I think it is so amazing. And it's better for, the birds because they are going to come and eat the tortillas.
Oh, that's true. We're feeding the birds there.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Like, because at first you're like, okay, they're wasting food. But I mean, they're, feeding the birds and any other rodents that are there in the stadium. But I think that is so funny. Like, why tortillas? So I did a little bit of my own research and I figured out that there is actually it is unknown as to how this tradition started. There are several different stories as to how it started. So the first one was in 1989. The students used to throw their plastic lids, and for obvious reasons, they put a stop to it. And so they just decided tortillas. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I believe that one. Why would you throw lids? And how did you go from lids to tortillas? I don't really like that one. But there's another one that in 1992, an ESPN announcer said that there is nothing in Lubbock, Texas, besides Texas Tech College and a tortilla factory. And so the fans got outraged because there's more than just those two things. But since they said it, they decided they were going to throw tortillas on the field. I like that one the best. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, so that is a tradition that they have that now I feel like I definitely need to go to Texas Tech for a game so I can throw tortillas.
Does Tech ever play Arizona?
Not this year.
Okay. That's what you should.
But yeah, I definitely will go if they ever play. But I do want to see this happen. So
that's pretty cool.
That is
yeah. I like the fact that because you like one story better than the other, that's what you decided the history of the tortilla is.
Yeah, so like you Google it and it literally says it is unknown. There are several theories, but there's not a definitive answer. Nobody can pinpoint exactly why tortillas.
Well, I may look a little distracted, but I see that the Broncos are in field goal range with the ball, 2 minutes left. The Chiefs might lose their first game of the year. And you know what? I'm going to sleep just as good tonight if they do that, even if they're undefeated. Just so you know.
Just in case.
Caleb, I'm looking forward to your questions. Are you ready to ask them?
Sure.
It's time for Caleb's Choice.
His choice. His rules.
All right. Look. Yeah. Question number one: is it too early to start listening to Christmas music?
No.
What? I figured Holly would say no or yes.
I love Christmas music.
Don't you want to put your decorations up?
No, I won't bypass Thanksgiving. But I mean, there's some songs that I'll listen to just randomly, Christmas songs in June.
All year.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it's ever too early.
I listen to some
I
Friday
don't
night.
listen to it, but
You don't listen?
I mean, not early. But I don't think it's ever too early.
Gotcha. Well,
It's a feeling.
Yeah, I listened to some Friday night when I found out the local radio station's been playing it. So I don't think it can be too early. As a matter of fact, I know a giant guy on this podcast that listens to Christmas music in July. So
That's why we have to all say early.
yeah, that's why we all have to agree.
Agree with me.
Right.
Okay. If I give you $1,000 today and you had to spend it, what are you buying?
I know what Holly's buying.
It's happening. More shoes.
Yeah, I knew it. It had to be shoes,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Yeah.
So I thought about this. I don't really need anything, but if I had to spend it, I think I'm buying a PS5
Oh,
plus
that's a good one.
games. Because I've had my PS4 for 10 years, a long time. Like,
Since it came out.
yeah, basically a year after it came out, whenever that was.
I'd buy me some Captain D's.
That's a lot
That's a lot of Captain
I know
D's.
you're going to
Captain
get Matt
D's.
started. Matt is not a fan of Captain. I didn't know that. He is like super
Yeah.
against it.
He's super.
He called it Captain
Yeah, that's
Disease.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
No, we don't listen to Matt.
Wow.
But I would buy one meal at Captain D's. I'd buy a video game on Steam and put the rest in Doge. There you go.
That's what I was wondering if you guys would buy dough or not.
I'm pretty satisfied with where my bags are right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There he is.
Happy
Captain
Disease.
D's.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids even call it that.
What are you buying, Caleb?
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
I'll probably buy some clothes. I don't have any new clothes.
Oh, yeah. Emperor's
So,
new clothes.
$1,000 worth of clothes.
Heck
Hey,
yes.
I need a new wardrobe. Like this stuff is like 10 years old.
This shirt right here is at least that, if not like
Yeah.
20
Most
years
of my
old.
clothes are at least 10 years old, if not older.
I mean, it's
So I
not
need some new
okay.
clothes.
Yeah, Caleb and I just don't spend money on clothes.
No.
Just give it to your daughter. and have her buy
I
clothes.
love buying clothes and
Really?
shoes. It's stupid.
She did, yeah.
All right, this
I like
one
it.
should be very interesting. Do you have the answers to this question,
I
Caleb?
do have the answers to this question.
Okay.
What are the top 5 most stressful video games ever to play? And I pull up my picture.
I feel like it's probably like Modern Warfare, Call of Duties type.
Hmm.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't really play.
Modern
That-
Warfare is not on here, but Call of Duty is number 3.
Okay.
If
It raises your heart
Fortnite
rate.
on there? Fortnite is pretty stressful.
It is. It's number 5.
Mhm.
It
Let me
raises
tell
your
you-
heart rate 26%. Call of Duty raises your heart rate 29%.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
if this game that I'm about to list is not on this list, then this video game stress list is bogus.
All right, what's that?
Ghosts and Goblins.
Nope, it's not on
Human-
there.
What?
It's
That's-
hard, I guess. It's
Yeah.
hard, but not stressful.
It's not stressful, yeah.
Well,
What'd
it's
you
still
say?
go one and the same,
Yum.
though.
Human Fall Flat?
Nope,
That's a good game.
no.
Never heard of that game
Human
before.
Fall Flat. The little marshmallow dudes.
Yeah.
One's a sports game.
Madden?
One's a
It's not Madden.
NBA Jam?
No.
NBA. I don't even know what the NBA one is called anymore. College football?
It's the football, but it's not college.
NFL Blitz.
Is it Blitz?
No. Okay, it's not American football.
Oh,
soccer?
FIFA.
Yeah,
Football.
yeah. That's number 2. That raises your blood pressure 31%.
Dark
So we
Souls,
got two,
Dark
4.
Souls
number 1.
is number 4.
Oh.
Number
So-
1, I know we've all played.
Is it something that you wouldn't guess it would be
Tetris.
that?
Yeah. What's the tech now?
Oh, that's a good guess though.
We've all played it.
I'm pretty sure we've all played it.
Mario Kart?
Candy Crush.
Boom. Mario Kart
Mario
number 1.
Wow.
It's the most stressful game.
I
And
could
it
see
raises your heart
that.
rate
Yeah.
33%.
I get really competitive with Mario Kart. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I can totally see that.
That's insane. I wouldn't have never guessed that Mario Kart was the
That's
most
crazy.
most
Yeah.
stressful game.
Get-togethers with battle on Mario Kart. Yes.
That would be fun.
Quick update before Holly's question. The Broncos
not-
still have the ball, 20 seconds left, down 3 with a field goal coming up from, they're on the 12, so it would be a 29-yard field goal.
Yeah. No,
Broncos
Meg.
gonna lose.
Meg, I did not say what's Tetris. I definitely know what Tetris is.
All right, Holly, I can't wait for the answers to your questions or your question.
Who would play you in a movie about your life?
I'm going to ask Greg to play me.
Really?
That
Sure.
doesn't fit.
That'd be
That
fun.
doesn't fit.
It'd be an adventure, that's for sure.
Yeah, it'd be an adventure.
You know who would play me?
Who?
Especially this age of me, if he was still alive. Brian Dennehy.
Mm,
Brian Dennehy.
he's
Oh,
old.
I was gonna say Will Ferrell.
Well, he's dead now, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's
I would go with what's his name? I can't think of his freaking name right now.
What was he
Gran
in?
Torino. What is that guy's name? In Gran
Clint Eastwood?
Oh, Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood.
That's who I would choose for you, Josh.
Well, heck yeah, I'll take that. I'll wear that like a badge.
I can see that. I can see
I
that.
can totally see that for Josh.
Is-
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Greg,
I can-
100% Adam Sandler.
It has to
Do
be.
that.
and
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
has to be.
Yeah. I got asked that when I went to vote. As soon as I walked in, they're like, "You know what you look like?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yes, I do.
Oh, I got Caleb's. What is his name? Jason? No.
Statham.
What?
Definitely badass. Jason Statham?
No.
No, he played. No. Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. I can't even think of the movies he's in now.
They blocked it.
He's in.
They blocked the field goal. Kansas
They blocked
City
the-
won. They blocked the field goal.
Stop it! It's
You
rigged.
got to be kidding me.
100%
They blocked the field goal. Wow, the Ravens and Bengals fans are and Bills fans are gonna be pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, this guy. He's in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, the guy from
Jason.
How I Met Your Mother. Yeah,
Jason, that is
I
who would
know
play.
Holly,
Caleb.
that is a
There we go.
perfect one for Caleb. That is
That would be
perfect.
good, yes.
100%.
So we need to get
For
Clint
Holly.
Eastwood, Adam Sandler, and Jason Segel
Yeah.
and who to make a movie about us.
I think seriously, like I could see like Mila Kunis because
Oh,
she
yeah.
has that like personality that's kind of straightforward, but she can be kind of funny sometimes. And
Or she can give it to you, like
yeah,
make you
exactly.
scared.
Yes. I
you
would
pee
have
your pants.
her.
I'm scared.
And for
That's a
the
good one.
longest time when I was younger, people would say I'd looked so much like her. I don't anymore, I don't feel like, but back in the day, I kind of did.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe she will turn into what you look like as she. How do I say this without it sounding horrible? I'm just gonna quit talking.
Gets older.
Okay.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with
Gets
it.
older. Okay, good. Well, you're in Arizona. What are you gonna do? Slap me?
Yeah, right.
In December, she'll slap you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. I'm still kind of in shock that the field goal got blocked. It was a 29-yard field goal. Like they should have won.
I was gonna say we're watching it.
Insane. Oh yeah. Jeff says only because of the refs, which I don't know. I'm not watching the game. Maybe there was something that caused it. And then maybe let them line up off sides. Who knows?
Oh,
It looked.
it's rigged. It's because
What
it's
they
rigged.
did.
They're cheating. They're cheating for the Chiefs. That's why.
For Taylor.
Ooh.
For Taylor, you don't want her to be sad when she goes home.
I know. It's all
She's got to entertain people.
right.
Greg, are you doing a cryptic corner today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
Do it.
Oh, I didn't know if
Still
your
Corner.
cryptic corner from Caleb's house is all. This is a first for the program.
I had to do one today. You know. All right. I just have a question for today.
Oh,
Okay. So you've heard everybody talking about how we're going into a golden age, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys heard that?
No, but yeah,
You haven't heard?
yeah. Well, I sure
Been
have.
news?
I sure have.
Oh, okay.
I don't watch
You
the
think-
news, Greg.
What do you think that means? Do you think the Earth has ever gone through a golden age?
What does a golden age mean?
I don't know.
I mean, is there a technical definition of what a golden age is? The
Maybe
sun is
just-
really bright today. Can you guys
No.
see that in my face?
It
I don't-
is.
It's never done that before,
It's a
ever.
golden age, Josh.
It's gold.
I guess
It's the golden
the light
sun.
is shining on
Golden
me.
hour.
I've been chosen.
Yes, it's the golden hour.
A period which a specific art, skill, or activity is at its peak.
So is the Earth at its peak right now?
Ah,
An
so
often imaginary pastime of peace, prosperity, and happiness. He hankered after a lost golden age.
we do hanker.
Anchor.
I got a hanker.
I thought my mom made that word up.
It's like the whole Earth is just prosperous. Everybody's just on the same page. It's harmonious.
Thriving,
Utopia. What's that?
and we're thriving.
We're thriving. Maybe that's
I
when
don't know.
Atlantis was. Maybe that was the golden age of the Earth.
I really hope that's where we're heading. Shit.
Maybe the pyramids will like activate and turn on and glow.
Maybe.
You're tiny. You're
Wow,
super tiny on my screen, Greg. I'm going to crush your head.
You can't come into the golden age, Josh. Sorry. Not to act like that.
I can't help
Wait.
myself.
Why
But-
is it? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think if there's worldwide prosperity,
Mhm.
that's a true golden age. It's not like for a region. Because I think different regions of the world have obviously had a golden age or under that definition, but pure worldwide, I don't think there's ever been a golden age. Unless I'm just forgetting about something super obvious, and it's very possible. But I would
Will
say,
there ever be a golden age?
I think so.
I think it's possible.
I think we've been through one before.
When?
In your
In
lifetime?
the ancient past.
Well, when was that? That's not a number.
I don't know.
I need a number, Greg. What year?
I just,
Pulling out.
50,120 BC.
50,000.
50,000.
Oh, Meg Jaw. Jaw is like, it stands for God, and like Rastafarianism or something like that.
Read
So you know.
Sevens. I like Sevens' answer.
Oh,
Where-
the term golden age refers to a time period when a society experiences great achievements, prosperity, peace, political stability, and cultural production. The term originated in Greek mythology.
Nice.
Yeah. So if we're talking about a region, I 100% agree that that's happened in different regions or different societies. But
Yeah.
I don't know that it's ever happened on a worldwide scale.
No, can it? Because
I think
would-
it can. I think it could.
Yeah,
I think it
does.
has.
I'm rooting for the golden age for everybody.
Yeah, but why could if you think it had before, couldn't it again?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
When was this, Greg?
50,000 BC in some made up
50,120
universe.
BC.
Sheesh.
So like it goes from golden age, like silver age, bronze age, iron age. It's like a wave.
Hmm.
The earth goes through the dark times and it goes up to the high times. It's like a roller coaster ride.
First time I was on the Jumbotron. Seven
Well,
was on the Jumbotron.
Let's shout out to Seven Love Day.
Right.
Special day for him.
Awesome.
Garden
Are you
seed.
dancing?
Yeah, I need more details. I need to know.
I
what
need a
Jumbotron-
video.
Josh
Right.
and I did the hokey pokey on the
Pictures,
Jumbotron.
something.
Yeah, Caleb and I did the hokey pokey on the Jumbotron once. It was
Yeah.
epic. Everyone clapped.
We were
My
stalkers.
daughter was on not 2 games ago. She was on the Jumbotron at Arizona, and she was rocking out, singing, and I'm like, "Who is that girl? That is not my daughter. She doesn't do that stuff. She's so reserved." But she was in the, we call it the Zona Zoo, where the student section is, and she was just having the time of her life. It was awesome.
So is college bringing out a new personality or a different part of her personality?
Yes, very much so. And I love to see it. She's just more, because she's very like completely opposite from me. She's quiet to herself, doesn't really, go out and make friends, but she has been. And I'm just so proud of her that she's loving college life.
So who would play her in a movie so that we can get the difference between you and her?
Probably Wednesday.
Oh, wow. That is a difference then between
Yeah.
you and her.
Yeah, she is 100% like a Wednesday Addams type. Completely, I'm telling you guys, completely different than me.
That's a good show.
Yeah.
Well, you are a good mother, Holly, and so you have not introduced her to the poison that is the bros, but someday we might meet her.
Oh, yeah, 100.
He speaks
Yes,
for himself.
I don't want
you.
poison.
I was speaking for
No, no.
Greg. I just
I
threw us
know.
in there, Caleb, so it wouldn't hurt his feelings.
Yeah, no,
That's all
you
right.
guys do need to meet her. She's
Yeah.
such a good kid.
Me,
Little brat. I have to
Caleb.
take her back home tomorrow. She came from Tucson with her roommate, and her roommate wanted to go home yesterday, and she's like, I don't really want to go. Can you just take me back on Monday? Because she doesn't have school. I don't work. Everybody else does, but I have Veterans Day off. So
So's my wife, so we're gonna go on a day date tomorrow, I guess.
love that. I love
Yeah.
Put your underwear on the
Josh
right way.
Day dates don't require underwear, Greg.
Friday
Duh.
night,
Oh,
Friday night, Kansas City.
Friday night, Kansas City, Greg.
I just feel bad for Caleb because, like Rudy said, I don't wear pants, so.
Yeah, it's not fun over here.
Yeah. Just stay seated, Greg.
It's not fun over here.
All right, you guys ready to put this thing to bed?
Let's put it.
No.
Not really.
Tough, Greg.
Two-Face.
What were you saying?
Two-Face.
You look like Two-Face.
Hey, Harvey.
Oh yeah,
Look
the
at the
light
sun.
moved again.
Yeah.
That's literally never happened. Maybe there's less leaves on the trees or something. I don't know. I'll have to fix that for next podcast. But
Yeah,
did you
man.
guys ever come up with a question so that we could give away a golden ticket?
Oh, I forgot.
That was Holly's job.
Me?
No, it was
Yeah,
your guys'
no,
job.
I'm just joking. It
Oh.
wasn't.
I'm getting a new cat, so if they guess the name of my cat, they get a ticket.
Good.
Okay.
Matt.
It's,
No.
it's a fruit. That's,
Oh,
that's the clue. It's a fruit.
Kiwi.
No, it's
What?
not kiwi.
No. I already have a cat named Peaches.
Mango. That's so cute.
So all we need is somebody to, besides Matt, to put it down since he already knew the answer. Somebody else just got to throw it out. Holly just gave you the answer. Just type it and put it out there, and you win.
That's a
You'll get a
really
golden ticket.
What
the
color?
first
Is
one.
it a girl or a boy?
He's a boy.
Oh, Meg.
Yeah.
Meg got it.
Meg got it. I think we owe Meg like 2
Matt
golden
says we
tickets.
still owe him one too.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to Trucker and see if we can't get Matt and
Meg.
and
Yeah.
Meg a golden ticket there. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down this time
Wait, why does Matt have your cat?
because it was
It-
born there.
He
Yeah.
got like some
Yeah,
farm
babies.
of
Matt's
Oh
cat
my
likes to
gosh.
get around.
Yeah, there's like
Just like
20
his third
kids.
litter.
There's always a new cat.
Yeah.
All right. So Trucker said yes, definitely. He's
Okay,
actually
good.
watching live. So what I'm gonna ask is that Matt and Meg DM Trucker, and then he can hook you guys up. Does that
Yeah.
sound good, Trucker? Would that work? Because here's the thing with Trucker, he's been super nice about letting us give out golden tickets, and we've kind of sucked at it.
So sucked.
Like I
We do
keep
it.
forgetting.
Yeah.
And it's like I know it's like we have these golden tickets to give out. And I completely forget.
Yeah.
But,
We're terrible.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Meg
We're
says
good.
I want Josh to have to do it.
To have to do what?
Give him his golden ticket.
You'll never get it, Meg.
And you'll never
You'll
get
never
it.
get it. You got to get that
You'll
from
never get
Trucker. No, so
No, you
there's a
don't
couple
want it.
more weeks. I'm pretty sure Trucker may let us give away another golden ticket before that time too. So maybe we'll make sure and give out another one. Because honestly, if you don't know anything about their project, I'm not telling you to invest in it. You can if you want to, but you at least got to check it out because it is one of the coolest things going out there. So check them out. They're always giving back. It's always a good time. So
And you get rewards for holding, and you can actually choose what company or what project you
mhm.
want to get rewarded in. So I think that's really
Well,
awesome.
and also I got a pinball game coming out that I'm pretty stoked about. So
I
Pinball.
know.
yeah. And we're going to have a live competition between the four of us someday on the pinball game. And then we'll have to think of a punishment for the person that loses. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is a good one. I'll be happy. Any last words, guys, before we call it a day?
I don't think so.
Words, huh?
I
Go
think you might
Chiefs.
need to apologize, Josh, to Matt and Meg. They're
How
talking
did
some trash.
Yeah, they are trash. talking.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what
What is
what
happening?
yeah, Trucker's going to give them. Trucker's right. He said they'll get it on December 2nd. The drawing's on the 1st.
Perfect.
So, well, guys, in all honesty, have a great week. God bless, and go Chiefs.
Be kind.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.